everyone, and welcome back to another stream. Here we are in XP12 again. We are going to be flying the flight back to 777 yet again, because of course it did recently get its public release. So we flew it a bit yesterday, and we're flying it again today in this beautiful DHL livery, flying some cargo today. This is a real world route, so we're flying from Liège here, EBLG, to our home airport, EGNX, and it's quite common to see these DHL or Aerologic 777s coming into East Midlands. So let's head into the cockpit, and I'm just gonna bring up Navigraph here. So there it is. And hey Nikki, how you doing? So I am on a different monitor today. I'm testing out a new monitor, which is pretty cool. So hopefully the color settings and stuff should be a little bit better. But either way, here we are at EBLG, as you can see. 04 right we're going to be departing from on the Bub 1 Romeo departure, and then flying up over Brussels and yeah, that's Brussels there, into over the English Channel into the UK, just north of London, and then we're going to be flying up the Hemi 1 Echo arrival into East Midlands. As you can see, there's some weirdness going on here with the waypoints, but that always happens at East Midlands, so we'll clean all that up. Probably go from Velag straight to DTY 28, which is Daventry 28, because the Daventry waypoint is just down here somewhere. So yeah, then doing the ILS into runway 09, pretty standard flight and approach here, so it should be fun. I'm gonna move that away now. And all right then, so it's sort of a early evening flight. We're not live time at the moment, but we it should be a nice sunset flight. So let's get started here. The cockpit is very red right now, but it'll sort itself out. It's just X-plane lighting. So let's get the batteries, external powers on, and there we are. Fantastic. All of these can go on. Hey Minol, welcome, and SimCrashFlyer, welcome to the stream. Hope you're doing well. We don't need these today, as we are flying cargo. Nav logo and wings lights can go on along with the anti-ice, and then we're just going to get all the bleeds and packs and recirc fans and everything all on. So this is technically still the passenger variant of the 777, but we're just flying with the DHL livery. So alright, let's go ahead and get started here, so we can get the data from Simbury for our flight. Hey Stan, welcome, how you doing? Right, there's our data, fantastic, and we can go to airplane, weight balance, fill from Simbury, loading, and I'm going to do it quickly here. I'm going to establish communications, get all this stuff loaded up.
Board the aircraft now. We are ready for you to load the catering on board. We are ready here for the loading.
Alright.
Okay.
So that's getting loaded in. We're going to leave the fuel for now. We've got 5 extra tons, but that's fine. We're not going to bother unloading the fuel and reloading it. So we'll just leave it as it is for now. And let's go ahead and set up the FMC here. Let's actually get the APU started as well. And that looks good to me. So FMC then, EBLG. It's Echo Bravo Lima Golf. And we're departing from, we're doing the position first. Then EBLG again in here. To EGNX, Echo Golf November X-ray. Runway 04 right is what we're departing off. Minol, about your video, I'll get back to you on that in Discord. We'll leave that off the stream for now. Recruiter 818 today. as per usual. And alright, let's see what they want. They're probably telling us, the PA's in use, so we can't do that yet. Probably telling us something has been boarded. So departure 04 right on the Bub 1 Romeo departure. And then go to route. Next page. There are the packs. Very nice. So let me just get the OFP here. Right, so L608 is our airway that we're going to join. Lima 608 to Donut. Put that in there. I am on the latest version, yes. The .20 update, yeah.
What about the no smoking sign?
Alright, let's just do that so they're happy. And ground was calling us as well.
Sir, we are done with the loading process.
Thank you.
So they're here. Let's see, is it going to let us... Alright. So from there we're going to Lima 610. And then to Hemel, and then we're on to the Hemel arrival into East Midlands. So Hemel, departure, arrival, ILS 09 into East Midlands on the Hemi 1 Echo. And the Pidgeot transition, and we'll sort all of this stuff out in the FMC in a second. Hey, HD Sim, welcome. How's it going? Right. So let's go legs page and just check everything is good. Get another call.
I am listening.
Sir, we are done with the boarding process.
Much appreciated.
Alright. Perfect. So they're done with that. And let's see here. Right, so legs, plan. Let's step through this and we'll fix the waypoint issue at East Midlands. So we can see there. Very nice. So from Velag, we're going to go straight to... Probably like that would make the most sense. Yeah, that works for us. We'll leave that as it is then. So map. Alright, so init ref, and we are cruising flight level 380. Cost index of 29. In fact, what I can do here is, while I'm doing this, if I do this and then bring that across, something like that. Now you guys can see where I'm getting the information from as well. And it's always on top, that's fine. Right. So, we'll get our weights from the EFB for now. And we can see all our charts and everything here. We go in like that. Alright, so actually we don't need that for now. So let's put that back there. Purser then.
Captain, catering loading is done.
Thanks.
Alright, so they're done. Hey Edison, welcome. Don't worry about that Nightbot. We'll remove comments if there's a load of capitals or something. So don't worry too much about that. There isn't a cargo version of the 777. This is the passenger version, technically. With just a DHL livery with the window plugs and everything. But as you can see, there's no cargo door. It's still the passenger variant, technically. And inside here, if I just... So we've got no Tobii eye tracker running at the moment, and I'll explain why in a little bit. If we open the door, it's still the passenger variant, so... Alright. So... FPS is really struggling for FPS here at Liege, for some reason at least. Right, where were we then? Did we get everything loaded? Let's have a look. So that is all done. We'll optimize the CG and go to the weight summary. So our zero fuel weight is 167.7. So 167.7 for our zero fuel weight. Gross weight 185, and that corresponds. It's about 5 tons more on our gross weight than what SimBrief says, but that's fine because we took 5 tons more fuel. So that works. Our reserve is, if I bring it across, what I do for my reserve is add the alternate, which is Heathrow and FinRes. So that's going to be 2.9 tons and then 2.5. That's going to be 4, 5. 5.3. That took 5.4 even. Oh, that took a bit of time, didn't it? Jeez. 5.4. Put that in there. What else is there to do? Is the APU started? It has. We've gone to the APU gen. Disconnect ground power. And let's see. Let's get all the doors closed then.
Yes, sir.
So we'll go to the doors page and close all the doors.
Close doors.
Certainly.
And if we go to the ground crew, and we'll get rid of all the doors as
Yes,
well.
sir.
So we'll remove equipment
Please
and
remove
close
all
hatch.
ground equipment.
Got it.
Please close all hatches and remove all personnel. We are ready up here.
Just let the personnel know. Pressure on.
Alright, so yeah, it's because of the X-plane lighting. It's because it's sort of sunset right now, which is why it's so sort of yellowy, and but it'll sort itself out in a second. We go to performance then, and copy from FMC. EBLG 0 for right, perfect. It's dry at the moment. Wind, so I'm gonna get the weather, so you guys can sort of see that it's wind is 360 at 2. So put that in. The temperature is 18 degrees. UNH 1016. Perfect. Flaps, we will be using flaps 5. Anti-ice will be off. We're not required today. And our takeoff weight was weight balance 181. Where were we? Performance 181. Alright, and then our CG is 31. Alright, we can calculate that then. It gives us, it always seems to give me 92. It's a bit strange. But we're gonna do 92 then, I guess. We'll definitely be doing takeoff 2. So thrust limitation 92, was it 93 or 92? 92. Takeoff 2, we're gonna have to put that in again. Takeoff 2, 92%. Takeoff flaps 5, 127, 127, and V2 was calculated at 134. With a CEG of 31, that gives us a trim. 31. Gives us a trim of 3.75. Alright. And we're looking good. Let's get the pushback here. So I just closed Navigraph by accident. Whoops. Let me just see where we're taxiing. So we need to be pushed back to the right.
Ground to cockpit, please show me where you want to go.
So let's do that then.
Ground to cockpit, tow is driving up.
Fuel can go on. Everything else looks good. Let's make sure the doors are armed.
At your service.
Doors to automatic.
Affirmative. All doors armed.
The 777 has a pretty nice range, to be honest. I've done 17, 18-hour flights on it. 7,000 nautical miles, so it's got a lot of range for sure. We are cruising. It was flight level 380, wasn't it? So let's do that. V2 was 134, so let's put that in. 134.
Okay.
Flight directors,
All
auto
doors
throttle.
are closed. Ready to connect.
Oh no, VNAV. We'll sink the barrows. Perfect. Get some lighting in here. Like that. Very nice. Perfect. So, once we take off, the lighting will sort itself out for sure. In fact, we can even maybe... that might be a little bit nicer. That is a little bit nicer, in fact.
Connected and bypass pin inserted. Release parking brake.
Okay, so we should be good to release parking brake. 1 APU power. Let's go ahead and release parking brake then.
Starting pushback, and you may start engines.
And we'll start the engine number 2 first. So auto start, add the fuel in,
Much
watch it go. And as you can see here, our taxi is pretty simple. So we're pushing back here, we'll taxi Delta 1, November 1, Charlie 0 to the runway here. So that's pretty much it for our taxi. Can you show at some point what the aircraft equipment extras, what are the aircraft equipment extras in the EFB? Do you mean for the ground services, all of this extra stuff? I can show that at the end for sure. I can actually initialize the flight. Perfect. So yeah, I am now running just for today. It might be permanent, it might not, but I'm testing some monitors, and so I'm got different monitors today. It's still 1080p. It's 165 hertz. It's a 27-inch, so it's slightly bigger, much nicer contrast ratio and colors and everything, which is great because it makes X-Plane and any flight sim really look much better. And I've got a secondary monitor today as well, which helps. Hopefully I can make the second monitor permanent. Right, engine number 2 has started. Let's start engine number 1. And we'll let that go. No worries, sim crash fly. We'll do that when we land. Just remind me, otherwise I might forget. Hey Skylar, how's it going? I'm doing good. How are you? Another 777 stream. Where do you get that livery? This DHL livery is a custom private livery that was made by a friend. So unfortunately, I can't share it. But I think there is a DHL livery on the forums. I'm sure someone will make it. But I am very excited for the when they release a freighter version of this aircraft. All right. Why is it doing this? There it is. PA in use. We can't accept the call. All right.
Operation complete. Set parking brake.
Set the parking brake.
Disconnecting tow. Standby.
Have they talked about a freighter version? Yeah, so they are doing the freighter version 300ER. The other variants. After this one, I think they are doing the PW engines next, and then the Rolls-Royce engines as well. But I don't know how long it'll take, really. Glad to hear you're doing well. Yeah, another 777 scream. Really glad to be flying the aircraft. Go flaps 5. It's just such a pleasure to fly. It really is. Both engines started. APU can go off. Beacon should have been on. Lovely. Using Visual XP today, so we've got a nice sunset here.
Tow is disconnected and bypass pin has been removed. Hand signal on the right. We'll see you next time and have a safe flight.
Alright, we should be good to go here. Yeah, so because I'm using the different monitor today, my Tobii eye tracker is still stuck to the old monitor, so unfortunately not using that today, but I'll transfer it across if I do switch. Ideally I want to go to 1440p, but this monitor is quite nice. It's a little bit curved as well. You don't really notice it much, to be honest, but it's still nice. And they're over there, so we can get the runway turn-off lights on and taxi light, and we'll go ahead and taxi to the runway then. I heard some complaints about Flight Factor not being a good developer like Tolis. Do you feel the same way about it? No, Flight Factor are a pretty good developer in my opinion. This 777 V2 is just absolutely fantastic. Yeah, they do things in terms of their release a bit different to how Tolis do it, but nope, they're a good developer in my books. How did you lost the scaling not have any weird effects in the corners of your screen from auto frame gen? I've just never had those issues. I use the settings which I explained in the video I made, and never had issues with artifacts in the corner of the screen. Use a 4K TV instead. Now, that might be a bit overkill for XPlane. We'll be running at like 3 FPS. See some DHL 757s and A300s. They fly to East Germany. Yep. Big hub for DHL is Liège, as well as Leipzig. No worries, Frodo. That's fine. So we're going to take this left here onto November 1. Yeah, that's why I could bring Navigraph onto the screen and drag it across, because now I'm using 2 monitors at the moment. So it definitely helps. Adjust the lighting just a little bit here. Yeah, I was going to go live time, but it just... I couldn't select the time I wanted, because I had live time and then I wanted to go live but behind by an hour to get a nice sunset, and it just wouldn't let me for some reason, which is why we're on manual time. But I might switch it back to live time for a night landing maybe later on, or we can go to day, or whatever you guys want really. And we'll enable the weather radar as well. There's an X-Ras bug again. Interesting. I am the latest version.
Clear left.
Clear right.
So, here's our runway then. We'll line it up.
On runway 4.
Definitely a bit harder without Tobii eye tracker. Alright, so 40% on the M1 and Toga. Off we go. Getting a bit of stutters. Lovely sounds, never get old. Alright, 80 knots. We will release the forward pressure on the yoke. V1 rotate. Nice rotation here. Gear up. Fantastic. I moved my head around expecting the camera to move. I'm so used to Tobii eye tracker. Look at that climb rate out of, come on. What's the gear not going up? There it goes. Fantastic. So, frames will improve once we get out of here. I always find a lot of Europe to be really hard on frames, so... VNAV doing a nice job again. Are we on the latest version? Hey Dougal, how's it going? I'm V Skycheck, welcome guys. I'll take a look at the chat in just a second once we, in fact let's get autopilot on now. Hey Mello, thank you very much for being here. Just relaxing with some nice aviator, fantastic. Nice way to spend the evening. Always enjoy a clear night's landing. Yeah, I think halfway through the flight we'll stick live weather back on. Or maybe once we get to our top of climb and go for a nice clear night landing. Hey Drish and chat, can't stay but dropping by to leave my like. Glad to see you sorted displays. What was it? Thank you Dougal. Yeah, it was literally just, I just had to restart xplane. It was just a weird lighting bug. Not entirely sure what was causing it, but restarted the sim and it all fixed. So yeah, it was a one-off xplane bug, it seems. Tobii plus 48-inch TV is amazing. Yeah, that sounds pretty cool. I do miss the Tobii eye tracker on this one flight. But the monitor's really nice the way it looks. It might not look different on stream, obviously, but it looks much nicer, for me at least. I think the colors are a bit more accurate on the stream as well. I could adjust some of my NVIDIA settings. Go standard on the Barrow. The sounds are fire. They are very nice sounds. Very, very nice sounds indeed. We were flying this bird this weekend. Oh yeah, HG Sim. I've seen, I think I've already seen, have you streamed it? I thought I caught a stream. But yeah, it's pretty nice for sure. It says reset fans are off. Let's just cycle them. And that's better. Let's also just go live. Let's just go live time real quick as well. Very nice. Fantastic. Beautiful. So, I believe we do have a speed restriction. Yeah, so if I bring this across, there is a speed restriction, max 20 knots until Lima Golf 008. So that's why the VNAV is holding us at 220 for now, so that's correct. Interested to see what's killing my frames here. Most it's 777, but that's normal, so I think it's just the area. Alright, so nice night flight out of here, I guess. And almost up at 10,000 now. Yeah, really useful having two monitors actually, so I'm gonna try and make two monitors permanent. It will definitely help when streaming as well. And I think it's a little bit nicer if I can bring my Navigraph charts and everything and, you know, show you what I'm reading. Very nice. Yeah, let's have a look at the VRAM profiler very quickly. So Global Forest is using a fair bit, I guess, but it is mostly X-plane here. I do have orthos, and this area of Europe is very heavy on FPS anyway for me. And I do have my settings on pretty much max, so that that probably doesn't help too much. These lights can come off now, we don't need them while we're in cruise. Details. Hey Steve Mayer, welcome. This one? I'm not particularly good at reading all this, but B-Skycheck, I know you're an expert on this matter here. XP looks so nice now. Yeah, it does. It's really getting there. I mean, yeah, I'm using Visual XP today, but looks really nice. Details, buffer size, and device total. So, where's our device total? 4.16 gigabytes. I have 8 gig of VRAM. But FPS is improving now anyway, so that's good. Let's see, what did the purser want?
Listening.
Captain, just wanted to let you know that we are ready and the briefing has been completed.
Alright, so that's an old message. Alright, so its spread is up to 257 now. That's nice. Let's see, if we go to the VNAV page here, yep. Econ climb 257, perfect. All the way up to 380. Yeah, I don't think it's the VRAM. I'm pretty sure that was just the CPU bottlenecking. Which I always get in Europe anyway. Most of Europe is really heavy on FPS for me. Alright. Very, very nice. Go for a nice wing view maybe. Look at that. Very nice. Yeah, very beautiful aircraft to fly as well. I mean, the flight factor 777, very, very good indeed. So since we're live time, so Liège is 1 hour ahead of the UK and it's about an hour's flight. So we're actually going to land at roughly the same local time that we departed. So we might actually just be following this sunset all the way. We'll have to see. Yes, Christopher, you're absolutely right. It's only the 200 ER at the moment. I'm just using a DHL livery, but it's still technically the passenger variant. The 300 and the freighter and all that is coming soon as well. So are the engine options, the PWs and the Rolls-Royce. They are coming at some point. Can you dim the cabin light by yourself? Yeah, I'm pretty sure you can. If we open the door here. Might need to... There we are. So, in fact, I think it's done it automatically here. It's already dim. But, let's see. Is there an option in here? Airplane. Cabin lights, yeah. There it is. The climate control as well, so it's all at 22 degrees right now. That's the water closets, as they call it, WC control. Beautiful. Look at the performance on this aircraft when it's light like this is so good. I mean, we're already at flight level 2, almost at 280, climbing at 2,200 feet per minute. Very good. How about a Concorde flight with a new Seaver? So yeah, I saw that the Concorde has been updated. I don't currently have it, but when the update comes out, yeah, I might take a look at that and stream it. For sure. We can call the stream like DrishalMAC2 goes Mac 2, right? Very nice. Really happy with how Visual XP looks right now. Yeah, so before my old monitor, it was a TN panel. It essentially meant the refresh rate and response times were pretty good, but the contrast ratio was terrible. And the colors are really bad as well. I had to, you know, boost saturation in the video control panel just so it looks fairly normal, which I'm pretty sure led to the stream looking a bit weird. And I don't think OBS was picking up the color adjustments I made on the video control panel. But luckily with this this new monitor, I've not had to do that. It's really good. The contrast ratio is great. So right now, you know, especially now at nighttime, the blacks are, you know, really deep black. It's got a nice contrast ratio. It's a VA panel, but also, you know, it's got minimal ghosting and all that. It's a really nice screen. I spent most of my afternoon testing it. Colors are really nice on it as well. Yeah, definitely makes a big difference here at night, for sure. On the old monitor, because it was TN, the contrast ratio wasn't as high. You know, this sort of really dark areas, the pitch black at night, didn't really look pitch black. They were sort of a very dark grey. So this looks fantastic right now, on my monitor at least. And I'm watching the stream back on my phone to monitor chat, and it looks pretty good on there as well, so quite happy. Go for a slow flyby, I think. Beautiful. The beacon light looks pretty good as well, actually. I like the way it reflects. Nice logo light. Very nice sounds. I also updated my Traffic Global schedule, so I've said it in a couple of streams. Oh, we got traffic.
Climb. Clear of conflict.
Clear of conflict. I don't see this aircraft.
Level off. Level off.
Yeah, I don't have visual with the traffic, but looks like we're clear of conflict anyway. Has Visual XP been updated yet? If so, I've missed that. No, so certain things still aren't fully compatible. But let's see. So atmosphere and clouds part is fine. So as you can see, I am using those right now. The water is, if you disable this auto control water deep, that sorts the issue out and it looks really nice. And then you can have the lights mod and everything. So it's like 99% compatible. Live weather still isn't very good, so I don't suggest using that. But they are working on an update. It's just taking quite a while to get here. We're going into a bit of a cloud here. Might want to report that one. I think that TCAS call was. I thought that was pretty realistic. Or do you think it shouldn't have done that? Maybe. I feel like we were, you know, there was a loss of the 1,000 feet separation there, so. It's just sound need to be upgraded my Mango. Honestly, I don't think, you know, as you know, their sound packs are great, but I don't think they will just because, you know, the sounds on this are already pretty good. So I don't see a need for any sound pack, to be honest. Hey, Dankus Osprey, welcome. Flame, flew same flat level as you, the other way by your right side. Yeah. Yeah, so that's probably why we had that. That is just traffic global. One question, do you get altitude alerts sometimes in cruise? Do you mean TCAS? Or do you mean like, here we're going to get to 1,000 to go and it will give us the tone to let us know? If there was no traffic, why would it sound off? I think there was traffic, we just couldn't see them with traffic global. They may have been in a cloud, but I'm pretty sure there was traffic. I just didn't have eyes on them. Because traffic global, if the aircraft is a little bit far away, it won't load it in. So it may, even though it was only at 800 feet below us there, I don't think traffic global visualized it. Oh, Christopher saw it. Yeah, so I guess it was there. I just missed it maybe. Like the barrel goes crazy and drops 1,000 feet within a second. Could be. Yeah, that's a bug with an X-plane right now. Unfortunately. Yeah, nothing to do with the aircraft. It's just yeah, that's a bug with an X-plane. Hopefully they get that fixed quite soon. All right. So here's our cruise altitude then. Fantastic. So we're just about, here's the coast, as you can see. Oh, that's a bit strange. Is that visual XP? Let me check. It is visual XP. Interesting. Yeah, that definitely shouldn't be happening, should it? It's this auto-control waveform. Guess we'll turn that off for now then. Well, just discovered another visual XP bug. So, yeah, it's like I said, it's sort of compatible. I guess water mods just leave them off for now. Can you show some cockpit lights? Yes, I've got the panel lighting on right now. What I can do is get the flood lighting turned up. Let's see here. So flood lighting. Like that. I prefer flood lighting off. There's dome lighting as well. And if you want to turn, so if I turn some of these down now, for example, there is a storm button here, which is pretty interesting. If you hit the storm button, everything goes to maximum brightness. And the reason they use this is so in a storm, if there's lightning strikes outside the aircraft, you don't want to, you know, the pilot's eyes are adjusted to it being quite dark outside, right? And you don't want a lightning strike in front, very, very bright, to cause sort of a temporal or partial blindness. And you know, when you look at the sun and you get a blind spot in your eye, that kind of thing. So you don't want that to happen. So they turn the storm light on. So the pilot's eyes are already used to this light level. So if there is a flash outside, it doesn't affect their eyes as much, because you don't want a temporary, you know, blind spot or anything like that. So, but yeah, the lighting is very, very nice, really, really nice. There is just master brightness as well, which you can use to control everything. If you have this line there on that dot, you can see that it will, if I do this, it's now adjusted, so that's how you use that master brightness. So VNAV worked very well there for our ascent. So let's see what happens for the descent. Top of descent about 50 miles away, and then we'll be over the UK. Flying the 777 through a typhoon from Bangkok to Narita, so bumpy. I hope Laminar fixes a light speed warp effect when flying through clouds, especially at night. Yeah, that still looks very XPlane 10, doesn't it? So hopefully they replace that. I'm not a fan of that warp speed effect either. It's as if you're in Star Trek or something. No recent crash though. Saw takeoff in stormy weather in the 707 where the FO held his arm/hand on the side of the landing gear for the similar reason, and dark cockpit. Yeah, absolutely. Looking forward to the Nimbus 707. We've seen some previews of that obviously, and it was announced at Flight SimX, but that looks really very cool. Such a cool aircraft in general, but to have it in X-Plane is fantastic, so I will definitely be keeping my eye on that project. So we are sort of chasing this sunset a little bit. We are live weather, live time now, so yeah, just over the English Channel now. I can bring this across and show you. Just over the English Channel right now. And then we'll be heading over Southend here, entering UK airspace just north of London. Luton is just there. And then we'll be up to the north flying the Arrival. Very cool. Star Trek effect can be disabled with a Lewis script. We'll try someday. Yes, yeah, it can. It can. But I think they should just remove it or replace it by default. We had the Wilson L1011 and 707 until they pulled it a little while ago. Yes, yeah. But I'm sure the Nimbus 707 is going to be very good as well. I'd love a really good TriStar as well. That's such a cool tri-jet to fly. X-Plane needs those birds. Absolutely, it does. I agree. My wallet is already crying from all the new planes. Yeah, there's a lot. Tolus is coming soon as well. Very nice. Yeah, the 330 Neo, absolutely. Hope the A350 V2 will come within the next 2 years. Yeah, I'm not sure it will, considering they still need to get the 777 variants out and the 787 and all those variants. Although there's only, well, 3 variants, isn't there? 2 engine options for the 787, and some of it is common with the 777. So I think 2 years is probably optimistic, but I'm really looking forward to that as well. Definitely. I think we should go for a quick flyby. Very nice. Gotta get some screenshots of that. Lovely silhouette. Hope day 3, also flight factor 757 and especially 767 needs updates. I think they're planning to update those after the 787, 777 and A350. But yeah, some updates to those would be nice as well. And then flight factor 747, 8 and 400. Yeah, that'd be pretty cool as well if they do that. Hey Minnow, welcome back. FMC message, what's that? Reset NCP alt. So if I bring my chart across, what I normally do is like to set the first star that we have on, sorry, the first restriction we have on the arrival. So at Hemel we need to be at flight level 220, so we'll put that in. Let's do that. So put 220 in and let the aircraft descend as it wants. Hey, Madras pilot, welcome. One thing is to mod like Sparky 74, another way to make a plane from scratch. The Sparky 747 is really good. I really enjoy it. I need to stream it at some point. There's our descent. We're a bit high on profile at the moment, but let's keep an eye on it, see what happens. And about to, here's the English coast. Lovely night lighting from not Traffic Global, from Orbex True Earth. Just joined the stream. How's the VNAV function? I'm yet to fly it myself. Well, I've had probably more good flights now than bad flights with VNAV. At one flight it was a bit, it was acting strange, but in all honesty at the moment it's pretty good. I do need speed brakes for this descent, it looks like, but right now this flight it's been okay. We're going to monitor it on the descent here, see how it goes. There's an aircraft up there. So yeah, I did update my schedules. About a month ago I found some new models and schedule updates, but they were up to date with 2023 schedules, and for some reason it seems like the dev isn't updating that anymore. But a new dev basically took on the challenge of doing essentially a same thing. What's happening with the Brussels there? That was weird. So another dev took the project on and is now updating it pretty much every couple of days. It's really good. So I downloaded the latest update. So updated my Traffic Global models and schedules and tested them out earlier, and they are very nice indeed. So I'll do a video on these new ones. Got loads of cargo ops and all sorts of new airlines and the new routes that are coming out literally this year, a couple of months ago, are all in there as well. So very, very happy. Do you think Author for XP is worth it to download? Absolutely, yeah. 100%. Will we pass above London? We will, so, or close to London at least. So if I bring this across, London is just here and we're going to fly pretty close to it. So we should get a nice view of it, hopefully. At the Lamway point is going to be our best bet, probably. It'll be over there somewhere. Let's see if we get eyes on London. But what a beautiful, beautiful arrival. Been chasing this sunset all the way. One thing I hope XPlane fixes is the way it loads in these lights here in the chunks, as you can see. If that was extended a bit, it'd be even better. I think there is a script to extend it, right? So I'll have to take a look at that. Endless golden hour, I know, right? Yeah, because we were chasing the sunset. Pretty cool. We have got a call here.
Captain here.
I can bring you some coffee, Captain. Would you like it?
Fantastic, some coffee on the way down.
Would you like it with milk?
Yes,
Drink,
please.
No problem.
Seems good to me. While we're descending, we'll figure out how to download Auto for XP, and I'll come back when we're landing or when I just want to check in. It will be lurking there. No worries, I do have a video on it. So let me post a video in the chat here. I've got a video on Auto for XP. So once you download the program, you do need to generate the tiles as well. So there's a link to my Auto for XP install video. I am going to do an updated one with the new version of Auto for XP 1.4, but the process is pretty much the same. Fantastic. So London is over there. Can't see too much of it right now, but can you adjust how often the pilot sips from the cup? No, you just click it and it'll use it up. But an interesting feature is here you can see there's no rubbish bag. In fact, let me here in the bag you can see there's only one cup. If I drink my coffee, there's now 2 cups. It's a pretty cool little feature there. It's quite fun. Just jumping to say hi. What do you mean by cargo ops? Hey guy, welcome. So when I say cargo ops, I just mean I'm flying a cargo operation today. So we're flying DHL. As you can see, this isn't technically a freighter version of the aircraft. It is just a passenger variant with a DHL logo. But yeah, when I say cargo ops, I just mean cargo operations. It's a real world route that we're flying today. Always clean aircraft. Yeah, I need to I might add some dirt to some deliveries myself actually, and I need to make the channel livery for this aircraft as well. Let's get a little bit of speed brake out here, get us back on the profile. Very nice. Yeah, endless sunset here today, so it's been quite a nice stream. And we're descending nicely. That's Stansted down there. Look at that, looking very nice and bright. Hey, Shipdub, welcome. How's it going? So London is on our left right now. There it is. There's I think I can just about make out the river. Yeah, there it is. The Shard and all that. Very cool. I've got a Dunkin' Donuts livery cooking. I can send it to you when it's done. Oh, cool. That's pretty cool. We'll use that on stream at some point, maybe. Thank you very much, Skylar. I saw you, I think you've got some liveries on the forum as well. I'll have to check them out. As much as I love Ortho, I hate that it's limiting the ground nightlight so much. Yeah, I'm lucky that I have Orbex True Earth here, so it's a little bit nicer. But yeah, it does make night lighting a little bit worse. So VNAV handled that quite nice. We did need a bit of drag, but it wasn't too bad. Hemel 220, that's exactly what we needed to do. If I bring this across here and open up our arrival chart, after Hemel we can go all the way down to around 080. But from Velag we are going direct to the next waypoint, so we'll go down to 080 initially. So we'll set 080 in here. Let's get our approach speed, so this would be 133. I always add 5. Perfect. Auto brake 1, because we're going to go to the end of the runway. I found a really nice enhancement script for Visual XP today, and it gives XP12 Microsoft Flight Sim level clouds. Oh, I'd be interested in that, ShipDub. If you maybe send me that, I can take a look. That sounds really interesting. I'm using Visual XP now, but if that makes it even better, then that sounds good. I have the PAL one with a cabin. Yeah, I need to check it out. So apparently when I click on Auto for XP V130, it says Windows protected your PC, and then I put on execute anyways, and the tab opens really quickly and then disappears. I'm using 7 zip. Make sure you extract the zip file first before you try and load Auto for XP. It needs drag. It's a bit fiddly to get the settings right for the script. Yeah, Visual XP I've done a lot of messing around with to get the lighting how it is. I still need to tweak it a little bit more, but it's very difficult to get lighting so it looks nice during the day, during the sunset, sunrise, overcast, clear. We'll be on the speed brake here. But yeah, still be interested in that script for sure. Now the night lighting's looking really nice. Luton Airport was just below us. There it is. You can't see the runway because of the way the lights will be angled, but there's the ramp. Cranfield is in front of us as well. It's called yet another Cloud Week script. Ah, yes, I did see that actually. Yeah, I'll check that out. I did see that on the forum. What's missing for the full release? So, let's see. I think right now they're just... I think it's mainly bug fixes, tuning VNAV. Performance calculator was apparently in, so actually let's try it. They apparently fixed it. So if we go here, EGNX. There is some stuff that isn't in the aircraft yet, but I can't think at the moment. Condition is dry, wind. So I'll bring up the airport here. Wind 030 at 6. Temperature 11 degrees here in East Midlands, and QNH 1019. Our landing weight, so we can get that from here. Now we need to add 5 tons to this, so we took 5 tons of extra fuel, but the estimated landing weight is 1745. So we'll round that up to 175, so we'll go 180, I guess. And reverse both flaps 30, anti-ice off, brakes 1. VREF we can add 5. Calculate. VREF is given as 157. Yeah, okay, so there's our approach speed. Alright. So yeah, that's what we got set. Fantastic. Do you have the Max Fush welcome to Luton sign in there? That's at Gatwick, isn't it? I believe. That's at Gatwick. I think it might show up on autos though, I'm not sure. Depends how old the autos are. Yeah, perf calc does need work because that's giving me 157 VREF there. And then this is saying approach speed for flap 30, 128, which is interesting. But it's pretty much a full aircraft now. Everything that you'd expect is in here. VNAV just needs a bit of tweaking maybe, but it's not bad at the moment. Go for a wing view for a little bit. But yeah, right now VNAV is going nicely. I think, Guy, to answer your question, I believe top of descent, pause at the top of descent is coming soon. I think there's a couple of CPDLC things that are missing at the moment, potentially. Although I've not messed around too much with that yet. I believe it's the ACAR sim brief uplink. Yes, yeah, that needs, that is on its way as well, so that's not in the aircraft just yet. How's VNAV going? Pretty decent so far, quite happy with it at the moment. Seems to be doing what it's meant to be doing. I'm going to add a fix at East Midlands, so EGNX 09, that's runway we're no, we're not landing. What runway did I select? 'Cause we need to be doing runway 09. And I can't remember. I did select 09, okay. So we'll vector ourselves onto the ILS because East Midlands, they generally vector themselves. Well, ATC vector them onto the ILS, so we'll do that when we get there. Lights can go on. Yeah, my flight instructor flies into East Midlands in real life, so he said that 90% of the time they just get vectored, and especially for the ILS 09, instead of flying this, overflying the airport and doing a teardrop, that that never happens really. Yeah, this looks really nice at the moment. Just Leicester in front of us. We're going to be overflying. And we're actually going to be overflying the airport that I fly from in real life. So I'll point it out. I think I can see it just there already. But I'll point it out. In 2025, the 777 will cost $99. Is it then in final state? Yes. So when it's in February 2025, which is what is stated, when it goes up to $99, that'll be the final release candidate. It will of course still get updates, but that'll be classed as the sort of initial release rather than a beta. So descending nicely now. From 080, we're gonna hold it here at 8,000 for now, for a little bit longer. I'll show you what we're going to do here. So instead of flying this approach, which is pretty much never done, we're going to fly probably to Daventry 33 here, DTY 33, make a left turn for a downwind, and then right turn and, you know, base and final. It's essentially what we're going to do. So, yeah, I can see the airport. It's just here, I believe. Is where I fly from in real... Oh, is it that? It might be this. A bit difficult to tell in the dark, but... after you land, we can test CPDLC. But yeah, we can actually, if someone's willing to... we can try the messaging and stuff. So, is that it? Yeah, it is. So, yeah, you can't really see much, but it's the airport I fly from in real life. 080, transition level is 7,000, flight level 070 here in the UK, so we're going to leave it on standard for now. And did we put the fix in? We didn't. So ILS 09. 10 degree, 10 nautical mile fix. Hey, Mr. Roboticus, welcome. Evening in Britain was very busy earlier with ATC. Landed at EGCC with full ATC from Belfast. Oh, wow. Very lucky to have full ATC. That sounds like a lot of fun. City of Leicester here. Very cool. You can already see the airport just there. Our platform altitude for East Midlands is 2,000, so we'll do that. Our barrow is 506. Let's put that in for our minimums then. So 506. Copy that across. And once we make that left turn at here, DTY 35, we'll then start descending whilst we're on our downwind. Looks very nice indeed though. So I think we'll actually make that left turn now. So we're going to fly heading 270. We'll since we're not going to be on our LNAV path, we'll disable that, so we'll go hold for now. 240 is fine. What's your opinion on 777? Looks quite good. It is. It's really very good. Probably the best airliner we have in the sim at the moment. Of course, still has updates coming and it's still in beta, but even right now, very, very good. Incredibly impressed with this aircraft. So we're setting ourselves up for a nice downwind leg here. Let's start descending down to 2,000. Just do vertical speed, about 1,000 foot initially. Should do us just fine. And the exact heading we should be flying for the downwind is 268. We don't have any crosswind right now, or barely any, so we don't need to do any correction on that. Our heading is pretty much the same as our track for the moment. We can go to local QNH, which is 1019. So let's do that. 1019 is set on both sides. Fantastic, alright. There's East Midlands that we're going to be landing at in just a second. We've got a nice downwind going here. Can you see the runway? Yes, it's just here. You won't see the runway lights that bright because of the angles. But you can make out the apron and everything there quite nicely. There's the cargo terminal, so that's where we're going to be parking. So actually, since we're using this runway, we want to stop. We don't want to go to the end, otherwise it'll be a long taxi back. So let's do auto brake 2. And we can use flight level change for this descent. Lovely. Beautiful sounds. You can see here this downwind leg that I'm doing. So we're pretty much almost adjacent with the airfield now. And we'll do this downwind. And then we'll go onto the ILS and we'll intercept the localizer and all that. Hopefully it's auto-tuned it today and the ILS works because it didn't yesterday. It's what's it got tuned right now? So our ILS is going to be 10935. But let's see. It should auto-tune. It didn't do it yesterday for some reason. Nottingham and Derby off to our right. But we're descending nicely. I'll probably slow us down to 220 soon. So let me see if he'll put us, if he'll put 109.35 in, if I can do it manually. Nope. 109.35, how would I do it? Is it 109.3588 for our course as well? There it is. Can I copy that? I can. There it is. Fantastic. Now we have our ILS set as well. So that shouldn't be an issue, I hope. Do I need to put that up here, maybe? I do. I guess I can't put it up there. Alright. At least that's set now. Yep. Right, so ILS is all set. Perfect. Beautiful. It looks really nice. There's the runway. Descending nicely. Let's go 220. And get a bit of speed brake out, help us slow it down. Let's have a look. Do we have anything inbound? We do. There's a 75 on our right. Looks like that's inbound to East Midlands. There it is, in fact. Lovely. 757 is not uncommon at East Midlands. Very lucky to have them coming in all the time. Rearm the speed brake here. Slow down to 180. And as we do, I'm just going to go out a little bit further than 10 nautical miles so I can cut in on a nice intercept. I don't want to intercept at 90 degrees. So in fact, I might do it now. So let's do a heading of 040 should work. No, we're not on VATSIM at the moment, actually. All the traffic is from Traffic Global. But we'll do a bit of a shallower intercept. Create. It's a 50-degree intercept. That should work. Flaps 1. Yeah, not on VATSIM tonight. But I do wanna go live on VATSIM at some point as well, actually. I think it'll bring a nice addition to the stream. But also it, you know, being offline allows me to really concentrate on the stream itself. So there's pros and cons, but if people want VATSIM flights, then it's something I can do for sure. Okay, so now we're on a nice intercept heading. Still descending down to 2,000 nicely. Actually, I might level off at 3,000. And then intercept the glide slope from there. That'll work quite nicely, I think. There's the runway. On the approach. Flaps 5, 180, looking good. We're 12 miles out. See how the aircraft intercepts this. There's the intercept. Is it going to turn? There's, okay, intercepted the localizer quite late. So it did overshoot, even though we had a nice intercept angle there, which was interesting. And now it's locking onto something else. So let's take this manually for a second here. Right, well, that was a bit strange, the way it intercepted the localizer there. Well, let's see if we can get it to re-establish. No worries, Skylar. Thank you very much. Right. Put you on big screen at the TV, and by God, your sim looks stunning. Thank you very much, Guy. Really appreciate that. Yeah, it's really good for a beta. Right. Now, localizer's coming in, so if we go back to the approach mode, I've flown it manually a bit more than I wanted to, but that's completely fine. The automation doesn't do what you want it to, then take the manual control. But that looks okay for now. Slow down to 133, which is our final approach speed, and start getting gear and flaps out. Yeah, I don't know what the localizer's doing here. Oh, there it is. It's coming back to us. I'm gonna go flaps 15, help it slow down a bit here. Might need to get the aircraft trimmed a little bit. Yeah, it really wants me to go off to the left for some reason. Not entirely sure what's going on with the localizer. Flaps 20. The localizer is definitely acting a little bit strange, I think. I'd have to investigate that. Although I've flown into East Midlands and this ILS plenty of times, so I don't think it's anything to do with that. Adding some trim here. Flaps 25. Gears down. Yeah, see, if I follow the localizer, it's just taking us way off to the left, so I'm going to ignore that for now. And then it comes back to us. Yeah, very strange localizer behavior there. This one, I might send a clip of this into Flight Factor. Add a bit more trim. That's a bit better. Wanted to pitch down constantly. We are visual. Are we high? We look high. Yeah, we're very high. ILS is being very strange here. Yeah, maybe it's a one-off thing, but ILS didn't work yesterday either, so I am just going to be visual now, to be honest. So let's go. Flight director's off.
1000.
Just going to do this visually.
Flight slow. Flight slow. Flight slow.
So the pappies are correct because I've checked. I know East Midlands really well, and I fly into here all the time.
500.
And the pappies are definitely correct. So as you can see there, the localizer's now sort of sorted itself out, it looks like, but the glide slope is saying we're too low when we're too white, too red right now. So yeah, definitely something interesting there. But let's focus on the landing a little bit. But again, it shouldn't be shouting glide slope at us. We're right on it, visually at least.
Flight slow. Flight slow. Flight slow. 50, 40, 30, 20, 10.
Oh, bit floaty. Come on. Nice. Get it on the center line. Fly the nose wheel down. Reverse is out. Decel. See what exit we can take here. I don't think we can take the next exit. We're going to have to go to Whiskey. So we're going to take the Whiskey here. Alright, well, not too bad of a landing, considering the ILS didn't really want to work for us. Flaps can go up, disarm the speed brakes, auto brakes are disarmed. We have a cabin call, it looks like. We'll take that once we have exited the runway. As we exit, landing lights can go off. Strobe light can go off as well, and we'll start the APU. Alright. We'll go off to the right here. So how's the landing? Didn't get to see. It was pretty decent. Happy with it. A bit floaty. We'll take a look at the replay, of course. Skylar called it. Yeah, absolutely. So we'll taxi on to the gate here. So we've got some cargo aprons here. We've got passenger terminal over here. Then we've got the main DHL cargo over here. So we're going to go all the way down Alpha. A pretty straight run. Probably shouldn't have left steam running. Get back on the sensor line. Cabin says passengers were not wearing their seatbelts fell through the cabin. Thank you very much, Christopher. Pretty happy with the landing. Hey, Drishal. Bit late. Just came from school. The guy who texted you about your specs. No worries. Glad I could help. It was a nice flight. Cabin call, yes, absolutely.
Sir, it is unsafe to taxi without preparing the cabin.
Oh. Well, we got told, I guess. I've never had that one before. I guess we didn't tell them to prepare for landing. Yeah, I can see the new schedules working nicely here. Although that Amazon Air should be over in the cargo area. We have actually got the, this is an aircraft here which has been flying into East Midlands, and it's been chartered by TUI recently, so it's quite nice to see that. Got an aircraft there as well, ATRs. Got told off, I know. Your flare was mint. It wasn't bad, yeah, it was a bit floaty. It was a little bit floaty, I'll admit, but it wasn't bad. It's really nice landing this thing. It's just got such a nice flight model. It really has. See all the cargo aircraft coming on here. Should have a marshaller hopefully as well. Right. Yeah, and this is all the cargo traffic. You don't get this kind of cargo traffic by default with Traffic Global. Something I always miss here at East Midlands is not seeing all this cargo traffic, but this is really nice. We've got the Aerologic 777, a DHL 777, a UPS 757 there, some a West Atlantic 7, that's an ASL actually. West Atlantic, nope, why do I keep saying West Atlantic? That's an ASL ATR, got West Atlantic 737-400 down there. All aircraft I see very often coming into East Midlands. So really nice to see them in the sim with these updated Traffic Global schedules. And there's an aircraft taking, is that landing? Yep, looks like it's landing. Or was that not an aircraft? Was that a, yep, that wasn't an aircraft, that was cars. You live in the area? I do, yes. East Midlands is my local. Glad to see my MFG crosswinds are safe with that landing. Let's take this next one here, next parking slot here. There it is.
Clear left.
Clear right.
MFG Crosswinds are great with the pedals. Never tried them myself, but I've heard very good things. No marshaller, I guess, unfortunately. Do it the old-fashioned way, I guess. And we'll park them up. Alright, we'll stop it there. Engines can go off. APU gen should be on, it is. And get this light on. Perfect, there we are. Welcome to East Midlands. Got my delivery on this plane. Been waiting for that. Fantastic. You'll enjoy it for sure. Do you see some 747s at East Midlands, or are they a dying bird? So we do see them occasionally. One Air just started operations to Hong Kong with them, and we occasionally get the odd Silkway 747 coming in, but definitely getting less and less for sure. They're amazing, and you can change the pedal type. I've had the Airbus pedals for how long? Yeah, I got the Turtle Beach ones, and you can swap them between GA and Airline. It's really nice, but I always use GA. Yeah, let's test the CPDLC. So the 777 is very very FPS friendly. Yeah, it's up there with Tolus for sure. You get the occasional DHL 777 at my nearest EGGW. Ah, Luton, yeah, fantastic. Right, I need to log into Hoppy, so give me a second. Let me get my Hoppy address here. Let's see. So I'll get my code. Now, I'm briefly just gonna do this. Oh, no sound. There we are, back. Sorry about that, I clicked the wrong button on OBS. Anyway, what I was saying is I've logged on through the 818. And how does this work then? Because I've not used this before. So go to VATSIM. So here, go to VATSIM. Yeah, I was what I was saying when I was accidentally muted is the 777 looks fantastic. Really very nice. Alright, so yeah. Log on status. Where's log on / status? Log on / status, where's that? ATC on the comp page, center consoles. ATC, log on status, there we are. Right, so do I need to type anything in here? ATC connection not established. Log on CYYJ for now. CYYJ. Did it send? It's work time. See you always. Thanks for streaming. No worries, Sim Crash Flyer. Thank you very much for being here. So I think we're on CYYJ. Wait for me to respond. Okay. This is cool. I've never used any CPDLC or A cards or anything for any aircraft actually. So maybe something I need to learn for VATSIM as well. I'm gonna just turn my TCAS off for now, so the traffic global aircraft don't keep going around. Just one going around there, two coming in. Let's see what's coming in. We got a 767 and a 777 as well. Fantastic. That's we got Golf Delta Hotel Lima uniform. What are we? We're X-ray. Takes a while for things to relay. Yeah, no worries. That's fine. Quick question. Do you think Hot Start Challenger is better than Flight Factor 777? I don't have the Hot Start. I believe it has a slight edge from what I've heard, seen on streams, etc. But the Flight Factor 777 is probably the closest aircraft we have to it at the moment. Jeez, my FPS is struggling for some reason. No idea why. It might be because I'm streaming. Potentially, but what is killing my FPS? Nothing to do with this, so... ATC... So... Oh, so established. Log on accepted. There we are, fantastic. So we can do free message text now. Can we send that? We can. Pretty cool. When can you accept flight level 250? Oh, this is cool. This is really cool. So, oh. So if I go ATC, you can do speed request. That's cool. So like, for, can we do a MAC number? Received. Altitude. Very nice. New messages also show on ECAS. I think 'cause I clicked it, it might not now, but yeah, I've seen that. You can do altitude 300. Wow. Great landing. There it is. Hey, this is cool. Telex message. Great landing, by the way. Thank you very much. Yes, and then it shows up there. That's really cool that that's been implemented, and that's working nicely as well, actually. Very cool. That's something to use for VATSIM, I think. And if we get a slot for cross the pond, if I'm free, then that'll be useful then as well. Glare shield, accept, cancel, reject button. Oh, does it? Oh, that's cool. Very cool. I'll have to see exactly how to use it, but very nice indeed. Well, Skylar, thank you very much for helping me out there. And so there's an answer button. There it is. And we can answer. Very nice. Let's look at a landing replay then. I'm just gonna end my flight on. Oh, I didn't stop Volanta. Whoops. I guess I didn't have that flight recorded then. But either way, I always like to log my flights, of course, on Volanta, but I forgot to start it today. Right, so let's go all the way back around here. Looks good. Okay, so we'll take a look at a few different angles, and I'll probably actually get the lights on. Actually, if I come out of replay, it'll break the aircraft, so unfortunately, no, we can't do that for now. And the stutters in replay is terrible. Yeah, a bit floaty, then we eventually put it down. Not too bad. What FPS counter is that? This is from lossless scaling, so it's giving me frame generation. So you might not be able to see it on YouTube because there's a cap of 60 FPS, but I'm getting, as you can see here, 45 FPS natively, but it's roughly going to double that. It's not at the moment for some reason. I don't know why. I'm going to have to look into that, but it will give you frame generation, and it'll output, what's this, 70 FPS here at the moment. So let's take a look at a different angle if the stutters go away. Hopefully they fix these stutters in replay because it's terrible. Right, so let's take a look at that then. These are the lights from Donington Park racetrack. There's actually animated cars on that as well with the Orbex scenery I'm using. It's pretty cool. Oh, we did actually touch down slightly and then lift it up again. And then got it down eventually. Not too bad at all. Nosewheel came down a bit harsh, but can't complain. Beautiful sounds. It's not like you have to worry about passengers. No, absolutely. And we'll take a look at one more angle here while it stutters its way back. We were right of center line a little bit. Alright, let's watch this. Hopefully it stops stuttering. And yeah, we drifted right a little bit. Probably broke some of these touchdown marker lights. But yeah, not too bad in the end. Look at the reflections. Really, really nice. But I should have a nice tower view as well. No, we don't. Alright, well. Yeah, well, there it is. The Flight Factor 777. Actually looks really nice on this new monitor as well. So yeah, that's going to be the end of today's flight. Next week we'll be back, probably in something other than the 777. Maybe I'm thinking one of the Airbus from Tolis, either the 340 or the 321. If you have any suggestions, do let me know. Skylar, thank you very much for your help. That was really nice being able to show off the CPDLC and ACARs and all that good stuff as well. So thank you very much.
Clear left. Clear right.
Is lossless in the org store? No, you have to purchase it from Steam. I do have a video on it, and if you I might be able to bring it up. You have to get lossless from Steam. I'll put a link to my video, and you can get the video, the link to lossless from there. A319 Paro, yeah, we can do that maybe. We'll have a look. I don't have the 319, I only have the 321 in xplane. But yeah, thank you very much for watching. We'll be back next week in a Tolis aircraft. If you have any suggestions, do let me know. And thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.